To all who come to this happy place, welcome.
G'day guys, Disney Dave coming at you from Down Under once again. Of course, today is Record Store Day, so I'm coming at you with another little music review. I did a little video on my Record Store Day haul, so if you want to check out all the records that I picked up today, or if you want to know a little bit more about Record Store Day, click the link down the bottom of the page and you'll head straight over there. It's also a link in the description. I'm going to show you my Star Wars picture disc today. I also picked up this Disney favourite songs. I did a review on this as well, specific review video on this as well. If you want to check that out, link in the description too. So, this is what you're here for though. The Star Wars Force Awakens 10-inch picture disc. It's a bit bigger than a single and a bit smaller than a regular sized vinyl. It's a 10-inch and again, it's got pictures on it. So it's a picture disc. We'll have a very close look at this in a moment. It has 2 movements on it. So there's only 2 tracks on here and that's about it. That's about all the music on this record. The rest is just picture. Again, I'll show you when we get over there. Now, Record Store Day, they produce these limited edition exclusive vinyls that you can only get on Record Store Day at your local record store. Some online vendors as well. Usually they only press between 1,000 to maybe 4,000 or 5,000 or maybe a couple of hundred of each vinyl depending on the title. This one is one of the ones that they, not so surprisingly, pressed quite a large number of. There's about 15,000 of these kicking about there. This Disney one here, there was only about 5,000 of them. So there's 10,000 less of them. This was still really hard to get my hands on. There was maybe 10 copies in store, but they just flew off the shelves like that at my local record store. So let's go and have a very quick look at this Star Wars Force Awakens picture disc. We'll head over there and do it now. Okay, so here it is, the Star Wars Force Awakens Record Store Day exclusive picture disc. So this again is a 10-inch disc. It's not as big as a regular record and it's not as small as a single. This is sort of a sampler disc, I suppose, because much like a single, they could have fit this music onto a single, but I'm guessing because it's a picture disc, they wanted as much space as they could to print a really nice picture onto it. I'm guessing it's sort of a sampler disc of the soundtrack because it has 2 movements on it, so 2 tracks. As you can see here, there's a variation here. It's a lot lighter. That's where the music is. So about this much. It looks like what? Probably about 2 centimeters worth of music on this side, and on the back side there's just about as much music as well. So again, Record Store Day exclusive, it says down the bottom. Now if we flick over to the back, another picture of the Millennium Falcon and the TIE Fighters from the same scene. You'll see the price tag up the top from Heartland Records. What did I pay? $38 for this, and I'm buying the actual record, which is a 2 LP, and it's costing less than this did with 2 tracks on it. So again, you can see here the variation of about 2 centimeters where the actual track is on the record. So it's got 2, as I said, 2 movements from the actual soundtrack. If we have a look here, music by John Williams. Side A is the March of the Resistance, and side B is Rey's theme, which is my personal favourite movement from the brand new soundtrack. So it's got 2 new movements. It doesn't have the Star Wars theme or anything on there, which is nice and refreshing. Again, it's sort of a sampler for the actual soundtrack, which is out in about a month's time or 2 months time, depending on which version of that soundtrack you're going for. There's a regular version on black vinyl, and there's also a picture disc version as well, which you can pick up. I will be getting both of them, so if you want to see my reviews on those, stay tuned and I'll present them to you within the next couple of months. Okay, so we're going to pop this on the turntable and we're going to have a very, very brief look at this spinning around. Okay, so I've taken the record out of the plastic already because it was really fiddly before. There's a lot of friction inside that plastic and I didn't want to have to make you sit through watching me struggling to get the plastic off this. I hate having to sit through that kind of stuff on these videos. But this here, this is side B, which is odd because you'd think that side A would be the one with the text and the listing on it. But it's not. This is side A here. Just want to have a quick look at this because that looks awesome. Looks like what it looks like in the film, doesn't it? Millennium Falcon, dog fighting with the TIE fighters there. That's pretty cool. Alright, so stop that. Let's turn it over. We're going to listen to side B. This is actually my favourite movement in the entire film, so I'm really happy that it's on this record here. It's Rey's theme. She's not only my favourite new character in this film, but it's my favourite John Williams movement from this film. It's a beautiful little piece. So we're going to listen to it and see what it sounds like on vinyl. I'm so excited. So let's place this here. People say, don't play your picture disc, you're going to ruin it. But no, that's just stupid. So let's have a little play. Probably the most iconic new piece of music from the film as well. So it's fitting that this track is on the vinyl, on this particular vinyl. As I said, there's 2 versions of the actual soundtrack coming out within the next few months, which I'll also be buying and reviewing. Beautiful sound, really clear, and got a 7.1 surround sound system in here. It's just filling the whole room. It is absolutely gorgeous. And I do have this record on CD. I have the full soundtrack on CD and I've listened to that countless times in this room. And I can honestly say this music has never sounded so beautiful as it does in here. On this vinyl record here. So this is a little sampler of what's to come with the actual full-length vinyl soundtrack for Star Wars The Force Awakens. I'm really excited to get my hands on that in the coming months. It's only a very short movement too, so it's just about coming to its conclusion here. But instead of listening to the whole thing and looking at that cool record just spinning around there, pew, 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 we're going to stop it. Oh, jeez, just listen to that. It's just gorgeous. Okay, we're going to stop it and we're going to head over to the couch for a quick wrap-up. Alright, so once again, that's the Star Wars Force Awakens 10-inch picture disc from Record Store Day. It's supposedly a Record Store Day exclusive. As I said, there were 10 copies at my local record store. They flew off the shelves, but they've pressed 15,000 copies of these, so it wouldn't surprise me if these start showing up online or they start showing up in your actual local record stores after Record Store Day, because that's quite a huge run of these records, and unless everyone clears out every record store around the world of the Star Wars picture disc, you know, I can imagine this popping up, you know, somewhere in the future. So if you want to get your hands on that, you definitely should. Again, it's very overpriced. 38 bucks it cost me, and I think the actual record itself is going to cost me about 35 bucks, maybe 40 bucks. So 2 tracks, or get the album and get the entire soundtrack. I mean, it's up to you, but for me, I'm a completist and I end up buying everything in the end. I mean, I'm getting that and I'm getting 2 different versions of the soundtrack as well, so that's a little bit crazy, but whatever. So anyway, that was that, and that brings us to the end of this video. If you liked what you saw, please click subscribe to keep me energetic and, you know, excited and doing more videos, and also head over to Facebook and give me a like. Otherwise, I will catch you later, and I'll see you in another one of my videos. Okay, so see you later, guys. Have a magical day.